Hello. So this week we're doing favorite movies of 2011. Now I don't usually pay that much attention to movies that come out unless there's a specific movie I'm looking forward to. So this year wasn't really too big for me for movies that came out. However, there are a few movies that I saw in 2011 that didn't come out in 2011 but I still really liked that I'll tell you guys about. Here we go. The one movie I did see that came out in 2011 was Midnight in Paris, which you guys have probably all heard of by now. It's a Woody Allen movie, and it is about a screenplay writer and his fiance who are going on a trip to Paris with his fiance's parents. And his fiance and her mom and dad really don't care for him at all, and they're always telling him to shut up. They're always belittling him and making him feel really bad about himself. And throughout the entire movie, he talks about how much he feels like he belongs in Paris in the 1920s. He starts to appreciate classical literature like Hemingway and Fitzgerald and all that good stuff from that time period. And of course, his fiance just totally makes him feel awful about himself. What happens is at midnight he gets into a cab and it takes him back into the 20s, and he gets to talk with a bunch of different writers like Hemingway and Fitzgerald, and he meets Picasso and Gertrude Stein and actually meets another girl who actually cares about how he feels. It was a really, really good movie. Another movie I saw for the first time in 2011 was Eraserhead, which is probably one of the weirdest movies ever made. It was made by David Lynch, who's made other movies like Inland Empire and yeah, he made Blue Velvet. The movie is more so like an art piece that has a bunch of symbolism behind it, and it's really a sort of what does all this mean type of movie. It's completely in black and white, and it focuses on this strange man named Henry who has this very weird experience, and it all leads to him and his girlfriend having this alien baby that they need to take care of. People have said that the message behind it has to do with abortion, premarital sex, suicide, all sorts of things. It's a really, really good movie, but it's very, it's not fun to look at. It makes you feel relatively grossed out. But apart from that, it's a really good movie. I like the being grossed out part. I honestly think if you like movies, it's the one movie that you should at least see once. This year I also decided to watch every single Wes Anderson movie, and Wes Anderson is, if you don't know, the director of a bunch of different movies. Like, he made Fantastic Mr. Fox, he made The Life Aquatic, which is my favorite movie. I saw that the year before. He made The Royal Tenenbaums, Rushmore, Bottle Rocket. He made a lot of movies, and they sort of gained a cult following. The movies that I got to see this year were Royal Tenenbaums, which is about a rich family, and their dad is basically shunned by the whole family, and he tells them that he has I think he has 6 weeks to live, so that he can finally connect with his kids and make up for lost time that he was never there. Second one I watched was Darjeeling Limited. That movie is about three brothers who are going on a trip to they're trying to go on this spiritual journey, and all sorts of antics occur on the way. Third movie was Rushmore. Rushmore has to do with this boy named Max who is completely obsessed with himself and works very hard to win the heart of his teacher, who works at Rushmore, the school that he goes to. It's a very interesting movie, and it's cool to see how it all plays out in the end. The fourth one was Bottle Rocket. Bottle Rocket is a movie about three friends, who are trying to do this big heist that one of the particular guys in the group has been planning for a very, very long time. Things don't go exactly as planned, though, and the whole movie sort of focuses on this stupid fantasy of them living a life of crime. It's a very good movie. But yeah, it was a pretty good year for movies for me. I saw some ones that I've been meaning to see for a while, and I've mostly talked about the ones that I enjoyed the most or would recommend to watch the most. So I hope you try a few of these out. They're pretty good.